of how do we support women athletes, how about we show up to their games? How about we pay them equally? Right now in the WNBA, Mr. Speaker, the highest paid person gets $200,000. Compare that to the NBA, where the highest paid person gets more than $44 million in a year. And we haven't even talked about the floor in each of those. How many times have any of you here gone to a girls' basketball game followed by a boys' basketball game, where the girls' game starts at 5 or 5:30 and the boys' game starts at 7 or 7:30, and you saw the gym get packed right in the very end of the fourth quarter of the girls' game because so many people were there excited for the boys' game, regardless of how competitive, regardless of the skills, regardless of the rankings of the girls' team, often when they were playing the exact same school. If we want to support female athletes, then show up to their games, fight for equal pay for them. But at the same time, to beat up on trans kids, because 9 trans kids last year wanted to play sports, we're now going to affect a policy for more than 1.2 million students. More than 1.2 million students, because we had it out to make life a little harder, a little bit more miserable for those kids who, by the way, time after time after time, when they go through the VHSL process and the appeals process, have to demonstrate that they are not doing this for competitive advantage. And in fact, the principal of the school has to sign off on the form saying they are not doing this for competitive advantage. There already is an alternative that is effective and that's working right now that does not require minors to have to strip in front of medical professionals who are adults in order for them to compete. They go through the VHSL process. And yes, some of those students have been denied in the appeals process and some have been accepted. But it has been less than double digits any given year. Mr. Speaker, let's do better than this. Let's defeat this bill.
Mr. Speaker, will the delegate yield for a question?